Oh man, want to break it down? Want to talk with it a little bit? Boy, Broken should be coming. I think he's just gonna be a little late, but we're gonna keep that show rolling however we do it. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, you are finally kicking it in the Friday Man Cave. Let's go, man. Let's get into this business. All right, man. Let's get into this, man. A lot to dissect. What has been going on within the last couple of days with this NBA draft, and a lot of people, man, especially a lot of people that I've talked to, have had one quite well. They're both on. Everybody's kind of on the fence about this whole thing with LeBron James. With Bronny James getting selected as a Laker, is it a setup? Does it just show as much power that LeBron has? Does LeBron actually run the team in LA? I mean, it's a number of questions and stuff like that. And especially, you see probably the strongest sense of nepotism that I've ever seen. If you don't know what nepotism is, it's basically having that pool um, that you can kind of get things the way that you want it to help benefit family members, friends, whatnot. Um, I give you a true definition with it, man. While I look it up for you, but that's kind of what it is, just having that pool and whatnot and everything. But a lot of people have been going back and forth about this, man, and I just want to make sure that you people understand that. Look, I'm not. Uh, I really don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say at this point. Um, I can't necessarily say that I agree. I disagree. It does show somewhat as if LeBron actually has that much pull in the Los Angeles Lakers. This is it. It seems like with his whole career, like his whole career, he's had pull wherever he goes. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Why even talk some more? Let's get into it. Avery's 3 points. Let's go. All right, man. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. Let's start talking about it, please. Put your comments and everything like that, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell for your notifications. So anytime my show or any shows on the BGSE network pop up, man, you can definitely look into it, log in with us and whatnot. Please, again, man, post your comments and whatnot, man, because I would love to have this open discussion with any and everybody that's out here watching. Please, how do you feel about LeBron James getting Bronny on the LA Lakers? I mean, let's just be honest. He got Bronny on the Lakers. Did Rich Paul really give that call to the other teams telling him not to draft him because he's gonna go to Australia? Was this all set in stone? Was this all the plan in the end? Eventually, even though they tried to die it down and say that they didn't, really care about it. I mean, it just seems like it's just up in the cards. So, but let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it real quick. Point number one: that Bronny James, like I said, has been drafted to the LA Lakers. As you can see, I'm posting this. Yeah, proud dad, proud son. Same team on the LA Lakers. He will not be wearing number 0. I believe he's changed his number to number 9. So he'll be number 9 with the Lakers. I'm assuming that Bronny plays preseason. He's going to play in the Vegas League, of course. But I mean, let's just go ahead and say it, man. He's going to get a guaranteed roster spot, it looks like, for the Lakers on the upcoming season. So you will see him either starting, either coming off the bench. I do. This is, and this isn't the first time that you've seen the father and son duo do that kind of thing in sports. I kind of talk about that a little bit, but this just goes to show. I feel like the way that this goes, that this went about, just showed how much pull that LeBron James has. hmm Now, as I'm saying this, man, let me tell you what nepotism is. Nepotism is the act of granting an advantage, privilege, or position to relatives or friends in an occupation or field. All right. That is the definition, so to say. So let's talk about it, man. And again, please put your comments right there. It's kind of funny. Like, I was kind of waiting on my boy Brian, aka Broken, to come in because he's a huge Laker fan. Chris, he's kind of been on the other side. We kind of going back and forth listening to their comments, off the show and whatnot. But this has kind of shown me that LeBron James has a lot more power than people realize. Now, well, let's just call a spade a spade. When you have the ability to leave a franchise, as in how he left Cleveland, decides to take your talents over there to Miami, goes to Miami, and you get to decide which kind of players you want, and not just the players that you want, not just the roster guys that you want, but you make sure that the team can somehow get all stars that you can team up with. D Wade, Chris Bosh, get these guys on the team, try to create the quote unquote, and LeBron will always be synonymously um, labeled with the super team era, so to speak, because that was like the beginning of the super team era, getting 3 all stars to play on the same team. Completely um, not necessarily defying the odds, but putting the, you know, keeping the unbalance of what the league on your side, just, for your simple favor to help win. A lot of people would say that, a lot of the old school players would say that they would never do that. Charles Barkley said it. I believe I've heard Jordan say it. But they would never team up with another all-star. They would never team up with their best friends, stuff like that to try to get the championships. But yes, LeBron did it. And he did what he did. Got 2 championships out there in Miami. Goes to Cleveland. Teams up with another superstar in Kyrie Irving. Gets another championship. Comes to LA. Teams up with Anthony Davis. Gets another championship in that bubble. Uh, season. But this right here just seems to be the all big, all huge craziness of things. Now, I want to be as straight line as I can possibly be. Okay. I don't want to necessarily take a side. I'm just stating what I see from my side and my point of view. What it seems like to me, this is just what it seems like to me, is that LeBron has been able to pull the strings for the Los Angeles Lakers organization behind the scenes. I don't know how Jeannie Buss thinks. I don't know how Rob Pelinka thinks. Like I said, I don't study the squad like that. I'm a Mavs fan. But to be able to get the players that you want, get the coach that you want, to get your son on the team, doesn't it not seem like he can? And what sucks the most is that there's going to be a continuous narrative on LeBron about this. A continuous narrative. Um, and then it kind of makes you wonder, what does the organization, what does the Los Angeles Laker organization really care about? Is it to sell tickets? Is it to bring people and put them in the seats? Or do they actually care about building a winning franchise? From what I've seen in the past couple of years, it's not necessarily about a winning franchise. It seems like to me that they want to keep people in the seats as best as possible. What other way? What wouldn't be the perfect way to keep people interested in watching the Lakers? We all know that LeBron is on his final couple years. LeBron is damn near 40 years old. We know that. He's on his last leg. Probably won't be in the league for maybe another year, maybe 2 years. Granted, LeBron does keep himself healthy, does keep him, keeps himself together. You know, modern medicine that we have now, he can probably be able to do it. But what wouldn't be an elaborate, a wonderful story for the people? That LeBron James, certified Hall of Famer, wins wherever he goes. Los Angeles Laker gets to play with his son. Didn't he not say this a few years back, that he would love to be able to play with his son in the NBA before he retires? That was a couple of years ago. And fast forward to it. Now look, we're actually about to see this. LeBron has done a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff within this NBA. He has pulled a lot of strings, or however you want to say it. I'm not saying that he's necessarily controlled every single narrative, um, but it's not like LeBron hadn't got what he wanted. It's not like he hasn't got what he's wanted everywhere that he's went. I digress with the Miami situation because of some things between him and Pat Riley. Pat Riley had a way of going about his business the way that he wanted. Pat Riley wanted to win. LeBron wanted his way. If those things just wasn't working out, then LeBron chunked dudes. Let me go somewhere where I can kind of flex this power. And I don't care what y'all say. There's power. There's power in LeBron James. There's power in that aspect. Definite power. You look at the nepotism. You look at this offseason just in general. LeBron James, the Lakers fired Darvin Ham, trying to find a new coach. They can't find a new coach. They're going for Hurley. Hurley says no. The rumblings of Monty Williams, but then they come out and say Monty Williams wasn't even a candidate. They wasn't even looking that way. So then they're scratching their head because they know they got to get somebody here into the mix as a head coach before the draft comes. They decide, and without going with any of the people out here who have had coach experience, assistant coach experience, people that have been on these teams for years and years that you can call Sam Purcell's, the number of guys that have been in the league serving as assistant coaches that can possibly be put in the head coach position. The Lakers decide that they want to get LeBron James' podcast mate, JJ Redick, and make him the head coach with no kind of head coach experience. Not professionally, not collegiately. I don't even think in high school. I don't think he has a real resume of coaching. JJ Redick did play basketball in the NBA. Decent career. Nothing Hall of Fame worthy, nothing to hang your hat on and go crazy about. But to me, it feels like that was a move to keep LeBron happy. So Jeannie Buss or Rafalinka, they decide, hey, let's go ahead and get your podcast buddy. Let's make JJ Redick the head coach. Bam, got that done. Okay, we're willing to even extend you and give you another 3-year contract. Shit, I'm already down to 39 years old. How long do you want me to play? But fuck it. If you're going to do that, I'll sign another 3 years. Who says I got to really play come that third year? Because if you sign my son, Bronny, I ain't really got to do too much. It's a young me, younger version of me. Bronny comes in the mix, man. You know, you got the draft that comes out here. Supposedly, they're saying there were calls from his agent Rich Paul to different teams and telling the different teams, hey, don't sign Bronny, don't draft Bronny because he's going to end up going to Australia if you try to go ahead and draft him. Hey, here we come. What I believe was I want to say the 55th pick. Excuse me. I want to say it was like 52 or something like that. But he gets picked in the second round to go and get drafted by the Lakers. And I want to show, I would show the video of him getting drafted, but I don't know. YouTube got to be tripping when you play videos, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to get myself in no kind of trouble. But it kind of seemed like that it was already kind of written in the mix. And when I say that, if you go back and you look at the video, just go back and look at the video of Bronny getting drafted. It's like he already had it was already a Los Angeles Lakers hat right there waiting on it. We're just waiting on the time for them to say action. Here it goes. Boom. I think this is a move for the Lakers that is going to bring people into the seats. It's going to keep people interested. What I really truly do hate is that with ESPN, with all these other sports networks, this is the only thing that we're going to be talking about. This is the only thing that's going to be said, only thing that's going to be spoken about. And I'm not going to lie, man. You get tired of talking about LeBron James every single day. There's millions of other people in sports that you can talk about. But this will definitely keep LeBron's name in everybody's mouth. And I don't know if this is an intentional thing, but I know definitely ESPN is going to be running stories of this all the time. Stephen A. Smith is going to be talking about this all the time. Constantly thrown up in your brain. LeBron. Sucks. But this is what it is. This is what it is. So this is what we definitely gonna have to deal with. This is what's gonna come in the mix. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Nothing like that because I'm not a Lakers fan like that. I support them as being one of the most storied franchises in the history of sports, of course. But I hate what we're gonna have to deal with here coming up. Hell, shit. Now I have to deal with it. Man. You're gonna be hearing. So I'm telling you, it won't be a day that goes by for the rest of the year that won't mention Bronny or LeBron. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for y'all because y'all got to. I don't necessarily pay attention to first take. I don't sit there. I really don't watch ESPN anymore because the same narratives that are always pushed at the same time. I always just keep on going. So I really don't care, to be quite honest. But yeah. Show this picture just one more time. Like I said, he's gonna wear number 9. He won't be number 0. But it's gonna be very interesting to see LeBron and his son playing on the same team on the court at the same time. Expect a hoopla, expect craziness to erupt when he finally gets in the game. I expect it. When he gets in the game during the regular season, when he makes his first shot, all of that craziness is going to go down. All of that is going to go down. Everybody will be tuned in. Everybody will be tuned in to watch it. Everybody will be tuned in to see it. And ESPN is going to run stories and going to talk about it. But it's funny, though, that we have this LeBron using his powers to be, so to speak, to get Bronny to be on the same team as him. Which kind of brings me to my next point. That we have some examples of nepotism in sports now. I don't know if it's anything as strong as what Bronny has done, LeBron and Bronny. But when you look back, a couple of examples. You got Jalen Brunson. There's Jalen Brunson right there, man. That's his pops. Sitting right there next to him in the black. His pops used to play basketball in the NBA. Had pool, New York. They're actually from New York. Y'all know the story about this. And Jalen Brown used to play for the Dallas Mavericks. I guess Dallas didn't give him an offer that he wanted or a contract that he wanted to keep him there. But it was kind of written in kind of stone that once the New York Knicks had hired his pops as an assistant coach, it was probably pretty damn well straight that Jalen Brunson was going to end up going to the New York Knicks. And so once the offseason came, it's like he cut off ties with Dallas, went straight up to New York. They offered him that contract. He signed it immediately. And now he's, I guess you could say, the face or one of the faces of the New York Knicks franchise. Is there some pull there? His dad used some nepotism, some pull to get his son there? Sounds like it. Of course, I could be wrong. You can put your comments up there. Let me know. Maybe I could be wrong. I also look at old schoolers. Some of y'all are some baseball fans. Ken Griffey Jr. with his dad. Ken Griffey Sr. Both playing at Seattle for the Seattle Mariners. We've seen footage. We've seen those, them both there in the outfield. His dad playing right. Griffey playing center field. Both of them on the same team. Did Griffey Sr. have pull to get Griffey Jr. on the same team as Seattle? You would think. See, what I'm showing y'all some examples of nepotism that are in the sports realm. That's why when you see this with Bronny and LeBron, it makes you scratch your head and you wonder how are family members, how are relatives playing on the same team, the same squad? Who is it that has that pull in that nature or whatever the case may be to tell the team, hey, you sign them. You sign my family because I don't want them to go nowhere else. Did LeBron really go back there and tell them, hey, this is what it is? I said I always wanted to play with my son before I retire. Make it happen. And lo and behold, we're getting ready to see it. Same with Jalen Brunson, maybe. It's not the same with Jalen Brunson, but maybe it's, there was some nepotism there. Hey, Jalen, look, we'll sign your pops. He'll be an assistant coach. Why don't you come over here and play for us? Keep it in the family. Okay. Hey, Griffey, your son is a product. There's other teams that say they want to get him. How do you feel? No, I love this organization and I want you guys to get him. So draft him. Pick him. Wow. Don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I can't say that this is necessarily an ongoing thing. You won't see examples of this kind of stuff here in the future, but I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. When you have a brand that big, you have a star that big. Let's just be honest. LeBron has brought in millions, probably billions of dollars into the NBA from his star alone. So I think collectively in the back where everybody, while everybody is asleep, the NBA is sitting there working and they're talking to LeBron on the phone, through email, through text message, whatever the case may be. What can we do to keep you happy? What do we need to do to keep you happy? Because you're bringing in so much money. So let's create narratives. Let's do things to help you stay in the mix. Tell me y'all not going to pay attention to that. Tell me you're not going to watch Bronny James play. Tell me you're not. I doubt you. Everybody named Mama will. I will. No lies. I will. Yeah, they may not even be playing Dallas that game, but I will. Expect Bronny to play in this Vegas Summer League. Expect him to play during the preseason of the next NBA season. But he will have a definitive spot on that team. He will. He will. And you best believe he'll be in the rotation. If he's not starting, he will definitely be coming off the bench. But he will be in that rotation some way, somehow. Watch everybody tune in and watch because they want to see what Bronny can do. And I'm not saying that Bronny is a bad player. Not at all. He really didn't play too much at USC. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up Bronny James' stats for y'all. Bronny James stats at USC. He's coming in 6'2", 210. And let me see. They're not showing nothing as far as the stats. I'm trying to see his stats, man. How many points did he average? I'm trying to see this, because I want to know, man. I really, really want to know. 4.8 points. Season average is 4.8 points. 2.1 in assists, 2.8 in rebounds, 0.8 in steals. I remember I don't think he played a full, complete season. I think he might have been hurt. And this is that in third. But he got minutes. He did get minutes. But it wasn't like he was making that well of many shots. Out of his total at USC, 490 minutes, 41 for 112. 41 for 112 in field goals made. So that's a percentage of 0.366. 16 of 30. No, 16 of 60. I'm sorry, 16 of 60. 3-point average. So out of 63 pointers, he made 16. That percentage is .267. Free throws, he went 23 for 34. For an average of 6.76. Total of 71 rebounds. A total of 121 points. But looking at his stats, I mean, the most points he ever got was 15 in a game. And that was playing against California. So definitely, if you look at it, what a lot of people would consider him going into the G League. And I'll be honest, I kind of believe that he was going to the G League with damn self. But then I had to think back. Look who we talking about. So I expect him to do something, help them in some kind of way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that this is a move that's going to necessarily help the Los Angeles Lakers win a championship. I don't think that was this kind of move. I don't think that was a move in trying to boost the roster in a way that's going to help them compete in the West, because the West is constantly getting better. So I don't know. We'll have to sit back and wait and see, but I don't expect a grand splash to happen. I think that this was a move more businesslike, to allow people to pay their money, to get their tickets, to come and see LeBron James play with his son, Bronny, on the same team at the same time, LA Lakers Stadium. I mean, it's going to be like damn near like a tour all around. Now, he's going to be on the planes with his dad, hotel rooms with his dad, all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Very, very interesting to see. So, with that being said, my third point, though, I say it's the lull of the sports season, because at this point in time, I think this is the part where you don't have football. Basketball is kind of over. Only thing, well, hockey just ended. So you really got baseball that is still on. Baseball is pretty much coming into its all-star break at this point. Other than that, there's nothing else to really pay attention to and watch. Well, you still got WNBA, but how many of y'all are really watching WNBA games? You know, to be honest. Not to put the WNBA down, but I don't see a lot of people still, even though there's new eyes, even though there's more eyes on it. Um, I personally haven't been able to catch any games with my schedule and whatnot. I just hadn't been able to catch any games. I'm usually knocked out and going to sleep when those games are on, because I got to get up early in the morning for my job. But this is the lull of the sports season right now. We don't have anything. Now, luckily, we have the Olympics this year. You got the tryouts and everything that's going on. You can sit there and pay attention to those. Gymnastics. Uh, we about to see the USA basketball team. Hopefully they come into the mix. So we got the Olympics to kind of pacify and help us along this way as we wait for a new season to come across, as we wait for a new season of football to come into the mix and stuff like that. So we're just right now, just like it just feels like a very dull period right now. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. You know. But I always kind of hate this. I always kind of hate this part of the season. What is this? June, July. For like a couple months, you just got to kind of deal with it. Now, I am a baseball fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm a baseball fan. I try to catch a game, but I really don't pay too much attention to the baseball until October comes. Well, playoff baseball. I mean, you got to admit, look, they play 162 games, bro. Are you really going to sit there and watch all of them? No, I can't. I just don't have the ability to do it. I can sit through a whole baseball. Hell, I used to play baseball. I love going to the Texas Rangers games. Dude, I can sit there and be entertained for all those 3, 4 hours, however long it takes. Um, but I just don't have the capacity to watch 162 games. I just don't. I know a lot of people, y'all don't either. Um, so we sit back and we wait. We're just all on chill. We're just wondering, what's going to come next. Being a sports fan is very, very hard right now because it's like you have to have something. There's something out there that you want to watch and tune into, but there's nothing. We just ended the basketball season. The football season doesn't come back till September. Hockey season just finished, what I want to say last week or like at the beginning of this week or last week. Shout out to the Florida Panthers for winning the Stanley Cup. Like I said, you got baseball, but it's rounding out to the All-Star, uh, which be here in, I want to say, maybe a few weeks. You'll have your All-Star coming down. And luckily, it's down here in Texas this year. Texas Ranger Stadium, which is going to be lit. If anybody's wondering, those tickets are already 200, 300 plus a piece. I've already looked. I would love to go to the Home Run Derby. I just don't have the funds to be able to do it, especially with me having a son and having another son coming in August. Shout out to me too. And I'm done after that. But again, I digress on my point. We just don't have anything right now. So we're just kind of looking to see what we can. I think the most important thing right now for me is just paying attention to what trades and whatnot are being made in the NBA. Shout out to the Mavs, man, for making that trade. Getting Quentin Grimes, trading him for Tim Hardaway. Uh, been wanting him gone. Not to diss Tim Hardaway in no kind of way, shape, or form. Thank you for what you've done for the Mavs, but we just know that your time, it wasn't. It was time to go, bro. It was just time to go. And now you're going to Detroit to where now you actually got a chance to actually start. And I know you want to ultimately start, man. Be a star over there. Be a star over there in Detroit. Handle up and do what you got to do, bro. So, shout out to you, Tim. We love you. You always be a man. But, hey, man, go do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I know everybody hates it. The love of the sports. The lull of the sports season right now. Just think that we just got to deal with, y'all. It's just what we got to deal with. But I'm quite excited. I can't wait. NFL football is about to come. You know my squad. My squad is ready. Bengals are ready. Okay. But we'll talk more on that as the season comes, progresses, gets into the mix. But man, damn, I'm excited. I am fucking excited. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. MCXPRadio here in the mix. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, logging in. Make sure you like, subscribe. Please hit that bell. No doubt. For all your notifications and everything like that, like we do here on the BGSENetwork, man. I'm not trying to hold you guys too long. Man, I like to do the thing, get in, get out. Got a family that I got to look after, take care of, pregnant wife, all that other stuff. So let's get into it, man. Winners and losers. Let's go. Winners and losers, man. This is the part of the show to where I talk about who wins, who loses in my book within the week. And quite frankly, man, I'm going to give my winners everybody that got drafted. Everybody that got drafted. All the 2024 NBA draft class. Look, I say this because these guys are winners because you guys are about to embark on living your dream. This is a dream that a lot of people want, but only so few get. I pray that these young men do not mess up any chances, do not do anything out of character. I pray that they take care of themselves. They do what they need to do Listen to the people before them. Make the right decisions. Be smart with your money. Watch the women and the gold diggers and everything that's about to come your way. But you're in an elite class, man. And congratulations to each and every one of them. Because this is a dream that a lot of kids and a lot of people would love to be in. You're about to make millions and millions of dollars playing a sport. It doesn't get any better than that. But I'm hoping and I'm praying for each and every one of these kids, man, that they can go out there and they represent not only their homes but their teams in the right manner. All of you guys are winners. Every single person that got drafted, man, you are a winner because you are now part of an NBA team. And your life and your journey and everything starts now. So I encourage each and every one of these kids. I encourage every single one of them to go out there, give it your all, give it your best. Listen, work hard, pay attention to what the forefathers taught, what they're teaching you. Pay attention to the coaches. Listen to the old folk. Be smart. I can't stress it enough. Be smart about your money. The women are going to come at you with the floodgates. Be smart about your money. But congratulations. You're embarking on a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful journey. A journey that millions of people would love, love, love to be a part of. I salute you. Good job, good job, good job. 2024 NBA draft class. Now, let's be real. I didn't know none of them kids. None of them. Not one of them. Bronny was the only one that I knew. And I'm going to be honest again. I did not watch 1 second of the draft. I didn't know them. I didn't know anything about them. Sorry. But I digress in the point. Congratulations. I know that when I see a new face, and if you guys go ahead and make the team, when I see a new face on that team, it's one of y'all. Good job, fellas. Good job. Proud of y'all, man. Proud of y'all. I don't have any losers today. I couldn't really think of a loser besides the people that I don't like or the people that I can't stand or the teams and whatnot. But nobody really did anything in that major aspect to make me call them a loser. So we're all winners today. I'm with it. We're all winners today. I do want to say, man, I appreciate you guys. I love y'all, man, for sticking in with me, for kicking it with me, all of that good stuff. Definitely continue, like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow MCXPRadio. You can follow me at AReedTV, at AReedTV, and that is on Twitter, that is on X. Please, man, you go ahead and hit me up, add me as a friend, man. I'll definitely send it right back to you. You can chop it up with me and whatnot. But I appreciate you guys, man, tuning in. I thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. As always, as in my show, if you are suffering from anything, from mental health, this stuff is super real. Very, very super real. And every day we seem to lose somebody over mental health issues. Depression is a motherfucker. Okay. I'm talking to somebody that, I get on this podcast every day or every week, and I tell you guys, man, that if you need help, please get some help. Please seek some help. For myself included. Myself included. I needed to seek help. I went out and I reached out to some people that could help me, being depressed of failing and not being where I expected myself to be, and thinking that I was less than what I truly was. looking at failed relationships and everything like that. All that stuff can weigh you down. And I want to tell y'all, man, that if you need help, you can get help. Please, please, please do. I always say it now. It's good to have friends, family, all those type of things. And sometimes they will tell you the things that you really, really, truly need to hear. But then sometimes you just got people that's just going to be in your corner to pacify the situation. Make sure you tell somebody that's truly going to listen and that's going to help you. Young man at my church, man, this past Sunday just said that how depressed he was, how he just didn't know that how he was getting by. And to see him say that, man, it didn't necessarily bring tears to my eyes, but I felt it. I've been there. You can get help. If you need it, you can definitely get help, man. Please, please do. Reach out, touch somebody, talk to somebody. Get what you need, man, because your life is too precious. God grants you this life. Please, please, please give it back to him, man. Give it back to him and show him how much you love him, man. Shout out to everybody that you love and care for. All right. That being said, man, for myself, everybody out there, man, in the mix, the BGSE Network for MCXPRadio, your host, A. Reed. I'm about to head out, but definitely we'll be back next week. Until then, man, y'all take it easy. All right. Peace.